Well, hello there, Aquarius. It is so good to see you. Happy birthday. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. Today, we're doing your solar year tarot reading. So we'll take a look at the overall energies for your solar year, and then we'll take a look with the tarot at each of the 4 quarters so you can see what the energies are in the year ahead. And I do personal readings. If you're interested, there is a special discount code for you, Aquarius, during the Aquarius season. So there's more information in the link below, in the description box below if you're interested. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. Okay, so let's go ahead and figure out what your overall energies are right now as we go into your solar year. Your animal spirit guide is Snake Spirit, time to heal. Well, I think it's really kind of interesting because being, the star card in tarot, you have that star energy, that healing energy. And I feel like this is a year where you could really come into a greater sense of feeling healed from something that has happened in the past. It's also the number 55. And, fives are all about change. I feel like you have a big change in your healing energy this year. Fives are difficult energy because, we think of the 5 of Swords, the 5 of Pentacles, the 5 of Cups, very difficult energies. But sometimes what we have to do is realize that we have to get to that point where we are tired of where we are, kind of feeling stuck, right, in our life, knowing that we need to make a change and no longer can tolerate what we are putting up with in our life, which moves us from the 5 to the 6. And the 6 is all about victory. 6 of Wands, 6 of Swords, finding victory, getting finally momentum to move forward. And I feel like that's what you are coming out of a year perhaps where you felt stuck, where it's kind of like, your birthday's coming up and you're like, that's it. I've got to make some changes in my life. And by making those changes, you are bringing a lot of healing also into your life. Okay, so your soul traveler's card is journeying by moonlight. Believe in magic. Yeah, understanding. It's kind of like, okay, I accept where I am. I also accept that I need to make changes. I don't maybe know what those changes are, but I am going to kind of leave it up to the divine. Step onto this path. No, I have to move forward. I don't know what lies ahead with the moonlight card, right? It's kind of like, I don't know. The path is a little shadowy, but that's okay. I know I need to make changes and I'm willing to make them. All right, so let's take a look at each of the 4 quarters. So this would be February, March, and April, May, June, and July, August, September, and October, and then November, December, and January. So let's see what we have here for you. Yeah, I think right off the bat, right here, at your birthday time. A lot of times that on our birthdays or near our birthdays, we kind of like, oh, I love that energy. Oh my gosh, this is lovely. Yeah. So, our birthday comes around and we're kind of like, oh my gosh, we kind of reassess what happened the year before, what are we stepping into, what changes do I want to make? And yeah, you are definitely stepping into this energy of making big changes. Also want to say you have the Emperor on the bottom. For some of you that are trying to move into an energy of, starting your own business, the Emperor is that energy of taking back your power. I feel like whatever has brought you to this point of saying, I need to make changes, right? Whether that's in career, your financial situation, your health, or a relationship. It's kind of like, okay, I have to take back my power, right? I have to step into my own power to make these changes. It's kind of like recognizing that the universe isn't just going to make these changes, because if you allow the universe to make the changes, it comes in the form of a tower moment. Some of you may have had a tower moment sometime in the past, maybe within the last, 5 months to 5 years, you've had a major change in your life. And it's kind of like you're still having a hard time getting up and out of that kind of stuck energy of, just feeling like you're barely surviving. It's now a year to thrive, and that is truly coming out in this. Okay, so let's take a look at the first quarter. Once again, this is February, March, and April. Yeah, you have the card trust. You know, don't you love that energy? Allow me, divine, to give you my deepest longings, trusting you to know exactly how to handle them. That's that journey by moonlight. It's kind of like, okay, I am going to take back my power, right? I'm going to step onto this path of change, whether it's change in your career, finances, relationship sector, whatever it is. It's kind of like, okay, I'm going to step onto this path of change. And trusting, you know, saying, giving it up to your angels, to your spirit guides, and saying, I need your help. I ask for your help. I'm going to do my best part, but please give me the energy, the motivation, the inspiration to keep moving forward on this path. Because when we try to make big change in our life, a lot of times our ego comes in, and, you know, our ego does not like change. So the ego is going to talk you out of making changes. Because the ego knows how things are, right? The ego likes being stuck because it knows that world very well, even if it's not good for you. So making change means you have to face some of your fears. You have to talk to your ego and say, okay, I get it. You're trying to keep me stuck in this because you understand this world, but this world is not where I want to be. I want to move forward. I want to bring more energy, more power, more health, more financial stability, more love into my life. So it says, take control of your thoughts. Your thoughts are creating your reality. Have faith and stay focused on the outcome that you truly desire. Okay, so once again, that's that energy of your ego is going to try to prevent you from moving forward. That could be why you are feeling kind of stuck. It could be that, you know, you tried to start a new exercise or health regime, right? Even at the beginning of the year of 2023, and you just haven't been able to really stick to it, you know, or perhaps you've been trying to make changes in your career, your finances, a relationship, but it's kind of like you can't get any momentum going. That's the energy, just feeling stuck. It's because you are actually allowing the energies of your ego, your fears, to override a little bit of your actions. It's allowing your emotions, kind of being stuck in the emotions. It's something that happened in the past. It's time to heal that energy, to step back into your power, to understand, okay, this is where I am. The first step to moving forward is accepting where you are. And Aquarius, I know that can be difficult, you know, when we accept, okay, this is where I am. There's no blame. It's just kind of like, okay, I accept this is where I am in life. Now, where do I want to go? And then taking a look, where's the gap? This is where I am. This is where I want to go. What do I have to do to get there? And that is it. You're having strength to look at something that was disappointing, a relationship that ended, a career that didn't turn out the way you wanted it to, perhaps a business that failed. Whatever has broken your heart, you're having the strength and the courage to move beyond the emotions of that broken heart. In other words, you're taking back your power. Look at this. You have present power and you have the Emperor. Two strong cards along with the Strength card. Kind of tapping down deep inside of you, knowing that right now is the time to make change. It's kind of interesting because today, the 23rd, is all the planets have now gone direct. We just had the new moon in Aquarius. We've entered the Aquarian season, a much fresher, lighter energy than that Capricorn energy that we were in. But now the planets are all direct for the next 3 months, Aquarius. That doesn't happen very often. No retrogrades for 3 months. It's like this is the perfect time right here at your birthday season to make the changes that you want to make, to step into that power, to know that you have the strength, the courage, the perseverance to make the changes that you really want to face the fears, to face your ego, right? To have the courage to step out of your comfort zone, if nothing else, to make these changes. It's time to make a plan, and it's time to take action on your plan. It's one thing to make a plan, right? It's another thing to take action on it. And you're an air sign, so you may have a lot of great ideas. You know, you may make a lot of plans, but now it's time to actually take action. And, you know, they're coming back at the beginning of 2023. You may have made a plan. You may have made New Year's resolutions or something like that. And you've just had a really hard time getting started. Well, part of that was because of all the retrogrades we had, that heavy Capricorn energy also. Now, all of that is gone. It's kind of like you have brought in with your beautiful Aquarius energy, this fresh new energy of being inspired, of feeling lighter, of feeling like, yes, I can do it. Yes. Oh my goodness. Okay. It is time to end a cycle. You are definitely at the end of the cycle. You know, it's about planning and action, making plans and taking action on the things that your heart truly desires. Where you are right now, okay, if you're resonating, you're not where you want to be. It's about, okay, I accept where I am. I accept how I got here, right? Once again, no blame. And it's kind of like, okay, I'm moving forward. Now I'm just accepting it. I'm not mulling over, how did I get here? You know, all of that. It's kind of like, okay, here I am. Where do I want to go? And I really love that, you know, because I feel like you have done the healing to understand why you're where you are. It's just kind of like this acceptance, you know. When we blame others, we haven't started the healing. When we blame ourselves, we have started the healing. And a lot of times that's that dark night of the soul energy. But when we blame no one, when we accept it where we are, we know that we have done the healing and we are ready to move forward. Okay, so let's take a look. That was February, March, and April. So May, June, and July. We have divine flow. Yeah, I feel like, you know, the next 3 months, this first quarter, you are really stepping into the energy of making a plan and really putting it into action. You know, taking action on it, whatever that might mean for you. You know, if it's a new health regime, you know, you have it, like you put it into your calendar, right? It's like part of your day. You're making it part of your daily routine. If it is about a relationship, you know, you're having either heart-to-heart conversations with people that you would like to, you know, have a better relationship with, or if you're looking for a new relationship, you're like, okay, what steps do I need to make in order to meet that person, right? It's kind of like, I'm not going to just sit on the couch. I've got to take some action. So I really love this. And I think for some of you, you may be thinking about starting your own career or your own business, you know, making some change. It's kind of like, okay, what do I need to do to get there? And the divine is behind you. The divine, your spirit guides, your angels are coming in. Opportunities will open up for you once you take action. So I think the first quarter, you're making a plan and you're taking action on that plan. You're saying to the universe, your spirit guides, your angels, okay, I am ready to make these changes. I'm ready to step onto this path. I may not know exactly where it's going, but I'm thinking forward. I'm moving forward. I'm only focusing on the future. And because of that, the second quarter, the divine is behind you. You know, we have to stay in that forward movement, thinking and actions for a little time to show the universe, okay, I'm really serious about this. And then things start kind of clicking for us, right? All of a sudden, new opportunities open up. You know, if you're changing your healthy habits, right? All of a sudden, people are noticing, you know, oh, have you lost some weight? Oh, you look more toned. You look more rested, you know, that all of that. If you're trying to change your career, all of a sudden you'll have people contacting you, wanting to interview you or whatever that might mean. So it's kind of like all of a sudden you're going to have these opportunities opening up. And yes, you are correct. You have listened to your inner guidance and made a wise choice. Keep moving forward. And I feel you have the Six of Swords here too, right? You are going to be moving forward. This second quarter is really exciting. I feel like the first quarter, it's all about you overcoming your emotions of what has happened in the past, and just keep refocusing forward. Okay, where am I going? Where am I going? Make a vision board, right? Or have little sticky notes all over your house or your office about what you are focusing on. What are you focusing on? And all of a sudden you're going to see that the universe is coming in to help. Yeah, and then something that really kind of broke your heart, this energy of this broken heart, all of a sudden it kind of like goes away. Your heart is truly healing. And look at that, fourth chakra. For some of you, if it is a relationship that ended, or some type of betrayal, or some type of conflict within a relationship, I feel like you are overcoming that. You are truly understanding how perhaps that energy was holding you back for some time, and now you have your momentum. You know that you can move forward. Yes. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Yes, you're moving forward towards your 10 of Cups. What you're doing is you're healing your heart out from some disappointment, whatever that area might be. But you're reassessing, how can I step into my Queen of Pentacles energy? You're focusing on what it is that you truly want for yourself, right? Or for your family. It's kind of like, okay, what do I have to do to be healthy? Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. How can I become more financially stable? It's kind of like, I feel like the second quarter, the first quarter, you're kind of getting your energy to move forward. The second quarter, you're really focusing on, okay, yeah, I can just tweak this and things are going to start falling into place. All of a sudden, you're going to realize that you're putting your time and energy into what it is that you want to create for yourself, and that the universe is opening these doors. Things are falling into place for you. And then look, you have the Empress energy. For some of you that are looking for love, or new love, or rekindling a love, I feel like, that spring energy of May, June, and July, you are going to have, perhaps somebody new coming into your life, or this energy of meeting or reconnecting with somebody that's important in your life. For some of you, if you are trying to start a business, right? This could be somebody that wants to become a business partner with you, or somebody that wants to invest in what you are creating. I really love this because you are truly stepping into this Empress energy. And I want to say too, Aquarius, that the Empress energy is also my Phoenix Rising card. It's understanding I have survived something that was difficult, but now I'm no longer surviving. I am actually thriving. By the end of July, I feel like you're kind of like, yes, I have the momentum behind me, right? I have the universe has my back, and I am moving forward. Don't forget, this is the year of the Chariot, right? And Chariot is all about moving forward, finding victory and progress in those areas of our life that we are seeking victory, and really and truly moving towards what your 10 of Cups is. Okay, they're coming back with that vision board. So really staying focused, on what it is that you're trying to create. I really encourage you to do a vision board, or just the sticky notes, whatever it is that works for you. Kind of a daily reminder of where your focus is going to help this progress even move forward faster. All right, so let's take a look at August, September, and October. Liberation, freedom. You're totally free from whatever has happened in the past. Not only are you kind of like moving away from that energy, you have totally healed it. You are free from something that really held back your energy for some time. Look at this. You are stepping into your own energy, the Star card, but also into the spotlight. I feel like you are... It's almost like you really, oh my gosh, and then you have victory and transformation. And remember how I said that, the Empress is the energy of the Phoenix Rising. It's giving me goosebumps because this is August, September, October. So next fall, you are really, it's kind of like, it is kind of like, I feel like some people in your life are going to be like, Oh my gosh, Aquarius. Like, I feel like in those months, your life is totally different than the way it is now. You're no longer stuck. You're out of the fives. You're definitely into the sixes. I mean, honestly, the Six of Swords comes in that second quarter. So by fall, you are recognizing the victory. You know, the Six of Swords is moving from turbulent to calmer waters, right? Coming out of a difficult time, seeing the silver lining of a situation and being able to move forward on it. Now you're like at the finish line. It's like whatever you have wanted to manifest in your life, all of a sudden it's kind of like, oh my gosh, it is here. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you are celebrating. And then look, I love this. You're celebrating. You're no longer focused on what you have lost in the past. Instead, you're able to move on from it. Four of Wands, an energy of celebration. I am also going to say that the Four of Wands is twin flame energy. It's also the wedding energy, happy family, happy home, financial security, perhaps even, you know, a true soulmate coming in, whether this is a romantic partner or a reconnection to somebody like a family member or a friend. It could be even a business partner if you're thinking about starting a business partner. But the two of you together, okay, I love this energy. The two of you together are no longer feeling sad. There's no sadness. Whatever has occurred in the past, there is a little bit of energy of reuniting with somebody, of understanding, okay, we went through a difficult time, right? But we got things back on track. And, you know, that's not going to resonate for everyone. This is a general reading. But if it resonates for you, I feel like in the fall, things are back on track in that relationship. Or if that doesn't resonate, I feel like you do have somebody new coming in that is going to bring a lot of joy, love, abundance into your life. Wow, beautiful energy. All right, so let's see. That was August, September, October. So let's take a look at November, December, and next January. Yeah, it's all is in perfect timing. I feel like that's the energy. Like you're going, it's almost like you cross the finish line in the fall, and then next winter you're almost in this energy of looking back and seeing how everything played out. It's almost like you can connect the dots and notice that everything happened in perfect timing. You could be at this point very frustrated that things are not moving along faster for you, right? You're an air sign. You like to move quickly. But I feel like you're going to say, oh my goodness, okay, the divine was truly working behind the scenes for me. The moon card is that energy of the divine is working behind the scenes. You don't see what they are doing behind the scenes to bring everything onto your path that is going to bring you what it is that you're seeking. But now you're going to recognize, oh my goodness. Okay, yes, everything worked out exactly like it was supposed to. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles and signs. And sign says instincts are the message from the inner divine. So and you have the temple path. Knowing, I think for some of you, you are coming into a sense of your spiritual gifts, okay, or your creative abilities, your talents, especially if you're trying to start a business or move into creating some type of spiritual business or something. You understand how the obstacles that have been on your path are all part of this perfect timing, that all of those are helping you to reach this point where you can begin perhaps or find success. I think you may even begin it earlier in the year, but you're seeing how everything has played out to bring you exactly to where you need to be in order for things to work out for your highest good. It's kind of like, okay, I get it now. You know, becoming a little bit more intuitive about how to stay in this beautiful Queen of Pentacles energy. Remember, you have the Queen of Pentacles in the second quarter. It's taking good care of yourself. It's taking good care of your home. It's, you know, the sense of health and well-being, of wealth, of, you know, just love and abundance. And it's like becoming part of your daily life. Queen of Pentacles is kind of like, this is my daily life now. You know, whether it's a new business that you're starting or a new healthier lifestyle or a new relationship. It's kind of like, I feel like it comes in the second quarter. Third quarter, it's kind of like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I really actually have manifested a dream. And then by the fourth quarter, you're kind of like, yes, it's here. It's here to stay. That's, I think, the energy. I think what you're understanding is that in the past, you may have been a little bit stuck because you could have been always worried that something that, if you brought in something that you truly loved, that it would leave your life. Now what you're understanding is, okay, no, things may come and go, but they only, when I allow something that no longer serves me and I let that go, something better is going to replace it. I feel like that's kind of the lesson that you're learning this year, is to allow those things that no longer serve your higher good to leave. You could have been kind of trying to hold on to something or wishing something would come back or something like that. It kept you stuck for a very long time. Now, as you take back your control, you're not trying to control something outside of you, you know, another person, a job, a career, a situation, right? You're not trying to control something outside of you. You realize that the only way to move forward is to take back control of your own thinking patterns and actions and behaviors. Putting in new patterns of thinking and acting help you to create this beautiful abundance. And it's really kind of like something that you learn, and it just takes you forward in your life. It's very transformative, you know. I really love this energy. Wow. And then, you know, you have the envy card in reverse. I love that because it could be that in the past you were extremely envious of other people that had what you wanted, right? Or, you know, it could be that, you know, there are always illusions too, right? That that energy of, okay, I no longer, it's almost like you no longer are envious of other people because you know that you can manifest whatever it is that you want for yourself, right? Beautiful energy. That envy energy may have kept you stuck for some time. Yeah, I think, you know, it's really interesting. Yeah, the King and Queen of Pentacles, you know, very much of a grounded energy of love. You know, they're considered the epitome of the perfect couple, whatever that might mean to you, right? But it's kind of like they're both responsible. They're both reliable. They both take care of each other and their home and the people that they care about. You know, financially stable, but also kind of this energy of, yes, you know, we're on the same wavelength, you know, just both moving in the same direction, both business savvy, both, you know, just kind of like this energy of, yes, we're moving forward. It's also, you know, the sign of a committed relationship, whether it's romantic or family or even business, but it's a committed relationship that lasts the test of time. Yeah, I feel like you realize now that when you allow yourself to want things that are good for you, right? Instead of perhaps being envious of what other people have, it's kind of like you may be learning that the truth of the matter is that what you thought you were envious of, that, you know, for somebody else in your life, whether, you know, that's a family member or a friend or just a neighbor or whatever, it's kind of like you understand now that really wasn't meant for me. I was blocking my own happiness because I was concentrating on something I didn't have that somebody else had that I thought I wanted. But now I recognize, wait a minute, I really didn't want that, you know? We kind of sometimes come into that energy because of society, of what people tell us, you know, that keeping up with the Joneses type of energy. Now you're recognizing, no, that's not what I really want. When I go deep within, I recognize, no, I'm going to go in a different direction. I don't have to follow the Joneses, or I don't have to follow maybe a dream that you had when you were really young, but you recognize now, I'm a different person. So as we evolve, what our heart truly desires changes. And I feel like that's kind of the energy of understanding, okay, wait a minute. I'm kind of like, I've outgrown something. you've outgrown something and now it's time to move on. Yeah, that you've actually been kind of almost like blocking your own happiness, because I feel like you were perhaps, I know it sounds odd, but it's kind of like you were actually trying to manifest something that you really weren't wanting, whether you recognized it or not. You've just evolved so much. It's no longer a dream of yours. Interesting. Okay, so let's see your card of your law of attraction. I will tell my story as I want it to be. If you let your dominant intention be to revise and improve the content of the story you tell every day of your life, it is our absolute promise to you that your life will become that ever-improving story. For by the powerful law of attraction, the essence of that which is like unto itself is drawn, and it must be. So I really feel like it is. It's kind of like you're upgrading a dream that you had at one time that was maybe really based on what somebody else had, or somebody else kind of taught you to believe that you should want. And now you're kind of like, no, I'm stepping into my power. I want to attract in what is truly in my heart, what I truly desire. You know, it could be some of you are actually attracting in or wanting a different type of soulmate than maybe what you had in the past, or what you thought you wanted in the past, you know, and now you're recognizing, wait a minute, no, I've looked at that. I'm liberating myself from some belief or pattern of behavior that I had in the past. It really actually kept you stuck. It's almost like when you make that mind shift, things move forward very quickly for you. All right, well, Aquarius, I am going to leave it there. I really appreciate all of your support of liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I do wish you a very, very happy birthday and much love and light to you. I hope to see you soon. Bye for now.